Hello, hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to another fabulous asteroid astrology video. Welcome to my channel, the Starseed Sanctuary. My name is Dr. Heather, and I am so glad that you're joining me for this one. This is a really exciting one. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. And please take a minute and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of the magical cosmic content I create. All right. So let's talk a little bit about asteroid aura and the astrology of this very important asteroid in the natal chart. So, we're going to be looking at everything you need to know about asteroid aura. What exactly is the aura? Quick little update on that if you're not familiar. How to find asteroid aura in your natal chart. And then we're going to go through asteroid aura in the 12 zodiac signs, plus best practices for clearing your energy field, as well as the starseed astrology and fixed star connections to your natal asteroid aura. We're going to talk briefly about the asteroid aura, your natal asteroid placement in the 12 houses, and then how to learn more about starseed auras if you're interested. Okay. So asteroid aura is numbered 1488. This is one of my favorite asteroids to look up in the natal chart because it can show us a great deal of information about a person's energy field, about different star seed origins, about different galactic groups and frequencies that they're connected to or that they're holding in their aura. And asteroid aura, it orbits the sun between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So it's a main asteroid belt object. And asteroid aura also, what I've seen in the chart, it does tend to magnify the energy of other points in the natal chart. So if it's in close alignment or conjunction to planets, fixed stars, other asteroids, black holes, nebulas, star clusters, etc., in the natal chart that it comes into contact with, it tends to magnify those energies and permeate those through your energy field. It also reveals the energies that we can unconsciously project toward the world and others, and potentially auric field attachments that we need to clear. Okay, so what exactly is the aura? So the aura is a luminous energy field that emanates from and around different bodies of all living sentient things. That includes animals, plants, trees, flowers, etc. It's an electromagnetic field and it's mostly oval or egg shaped when it's healthy. And it's also referred to as the subtle energy body or energy field. The aura's origins can be found back to the earliest sacred writings, the Vedas. They refer to auras from which Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine were born. And experiments in the 1800s and 1900s brought aura photography, this tangible proof of auras. So from this, modern energy healing was born. So the aura has a really rich history around it and a lot of importance in any type of energy work. If you're an energy healer, a metaphysical healer, or any other type of spiritual worker. And so the importance of aura clearing, shielding, and healing, especially in this day and age, there's so many distortions here in Earth on the 3D timeline, the dystopian timeline in some ways, right? A lot of us starseeds and light warriors are here to help build the bridge to higher dimensional frequencies, to help build the new earth. I know that's a term that's overused, but it is very true. We're here to help clear distortions within ourselves, the collective, and to help others do that. Now, in doing that, we're working sometimes with dark forces, with parasitic or vampiric spirits, clearing all kinds of junk out of our fields, out of the grids of the earth, working with different timeline clearings, as well as if we're serving others by working with others. So it is so, so important that we do regular aura clearing, shielding, and healing, daily hygiene practices, energy hygiene practices, as well as deeper work, especially if you're working with other people. Now, if you go and see a healer of any kind and they are not talking about how to protect your energy, how to clear your energy, how to shield their energy, they're not doing that for themselves and with you in a session, that's a huge red flag. If they either don't know how to do it, or they don't believe in the importance of it, or they have some type of entity attached to them that's not wanting them to do that, right? So just really, really important that you guys practice discernment when you go and work with anyone out there in the world, whether that's a psychic, a tarot card reader, an energy healer, an astrologer, Akashic reader's record, a chakra alignment person, even if you're like downloading someone's meditation or activation or something online, really trust your intuition and be discerning. It should include an element of energy protection, shielding, clearing of some kind in their own way. Everyone does that slightly differently. But if they're not talking about that, I would not even interact with it. It's just not worth the risk. Okay. So how do you find your natal asteroid aura in your chart? So you're going to go to astro.com, Astro Dentist. If you don't have a free account, you can set one up very easily. And then you select the free horoscopes from their menu bar. You go down to extended chart selection, and you can either enter your birth info, or you already have an account. Then you're going to go down to that additional objects box. It's like the fourth one down. And then the box that says manual entry, you just plug in this number, 1488. That's the number for Asteroid Aura. You can click to show your chart and locate where your natal asteroid aura is at the exact time that you were born. Bonus points if you share that with us in the comments. I'd love to know where your asteroid aura is, and then we're going to figure out what fixed stars it's connected to as well. Go ahead and share yours once you figure it out, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, so first up, we have Aries. If your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Aries in the tropical zodiac, you possess a pioneering type of energy, very brave, generally very bold, confident, leadership kind of vibe. And your aura is usually pretty fiery and passionate when it's healthy. Okay. And I use that as a side note here for all of the different zodiac sign asteroid auras we're going to go over. When it's healthy, right, it's going to look, feel, and be radiating very differently than when it has distortions in it. So natal asteroid or Aries aura, you do really well clearing your field with the rainbow flames in healing work. Many people are familiar with the violet flame, but I think Aries would do really well almost working with like the chakra colors bottom up: red flame, orange flame, yellow flame, green flame, blue flame, indigo, and then white or violet for the crown. So what is your fixed star that's connected to your natal asteroid Aries aura? Look and see what is the degree of your natal Aries asteroid aura placement, and then you can figure out what galactic group or fixed star it's connected to. So 1 degree will be Pegasus, 2 degrees will be Cetus the whale, 5 degrees around there will be also Cetus the whale. 7 degrees is going to be Alpha Reticulum, which is a counterpart to Zeta Reticuli in the Reticulum constellation where the grays hail from. Then 9 degrees, around 9 degrees is going to be Pegasus. 10 degrees will be the Garnet Star and Cepheus the King. 11 to 12 degrees is going to be Cetus the Whale. And then we have about 13 to 17 degrees will be the Andromeda constellation. 18 degrees, Cetus the Whale. 19 to 22 degrees will also be Andromeda constellation. 23 degrees will be Eridanus, the river. And then if it's anywhere from 26 to 29 degrees of Aries, that is conjunct the Andromeda galaxy. And that's really important to make note of. That's the mother galaxy. Really important origin point and stargate from which a lot of our star systems originate from. So let me know if you have a natal asteroid Aries, what is your fixed star? That's going to show you a little bit of that galactic group's energy that's radiating throughout your energy field. All right. Next up, we have natal asteroid aura in Taurus. So Taurus aura, you generally exude a little bit of a slower, more sensual type of energy. The aura is usually pretty laid back. It's very grounded. It's very chill. It has softer colors in it generally. And Taurus natal aura do really well clearing your aura by connecting to nature and benevolent earth elementals like gnomes. And then you want to look up the degree. So what is the degree of your natal asteroid aura if it's in Taurus? 0 degrees is going to be Meroc, Beta Andromedae. 1 degree will be Cetus the whale. 2 degrees, 2 to 3 degrees will be one of the stars in Draco, the dragon. About 4 to 8 degrees is going to be Cassiopeia, the queen aura. 9 degrees will be one of the stars in Eridanus. 10 to 12 degrees will be Cassiopeia. 13 to 15 degrees of Taurus will be the Andromeda constellation. 18 to 24 degrees is going to be Eridanus, the river, particularly Epsilon Eridanii, one of the main stars there. That's an important one to make note of. That's where your natal asteroid aura falls. 26 degrees, Algol. You might have a Medusa aura. Ooh, I like that. Very psychic, very prophetic. Might even be a little more triggering for some people. And then 27 to 29 degrees of Taurus, if that's where your natal asteroid aura is, that means your aura is conjunct the Pleiades star cluster. So you have a Pleiadian aura. All right, next up we have Gemini. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Gemini, you're generally going to exude an auric field and energy of being very inquisitive, bright, intelligent. There can also sometimes be a little bit of like a buzzing to the energy field, lots of different energies, quite social, but sometimes can have like a little bit of a nervous vibe to it. And you do really well clearing your aura with affirmations, with mantras, with invocations, saying out loud, I'm now choosing to clear. I command things to clear out of my aura. Many different ways you can do that with your words, with the power of your word for Gemini aura. And then you want to look up the degree of your natal asteroid aura. If it's in the sign of Gemini, what fixed stars are conjunct your natal asteroid aura? So 0 to about 1 degrees is going to be the Pleiades again. 2 to 4 degrees is going to be Perseus, the hero. 5 to 6 degrees is going to be the Hyades star cluster, half sisters to the Pleiades. 9 to about 11 degrees is going to be Aldebaran, the bullseye, one of the royal stars and very much connected to Archangel Michael. About 12 to 15 degrees is going to be aligned with Eridanus, the river. 17 to 19 degrees is going to be Orion, the hunter, specifically Rigel, the fixed star Rigel there. Now, if it's at 20 degrees, around 20 degrees, Gemini, your natal asteroid aura is conjunct Nihal and Lepus, the hare. This is a blue ray starseed marker. 21 to 26 degrees will be Orion again. Usually the main, the belt of Orion stars there. That includes Mintanka if it's in those degrees. 27 degrees will be Columba the dove. 28 degrees will be Polaris, the pole star. Really cool. Let me know if that's one of yours. And then 29 degrees will be Betelgeuse and Orion. So let me know where your asteroid aura is, if it's any of these. Next up, we have a Cancer aura. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Cancer, your aura does tend to give off a protective, intuitive, kind of like maternal energy that's usually very nurturing when it's healthy. You do really well clearing your energy field with self-care practices that involve water, like ritual baths, swimming. It could even be like just drinking more like electrolyte waters. And then we want to look and see what fixed stars are conjunct your aura. Anywhere from 0 to 11 degrees, you have a unicorn aura. Okay. And I love that for you. That's where your aura is. So conjunct Monasteros, the unicorn, if it's in those early degrees of Cancer. 12 to 14 degrees, your aura is going to be conjunct Sirius in Canis Major. That's the brightest star in the night sky. It's also considered our spiritual sun. So you would be very connected to the Sirians. 15 degrees roughly will be Canopus and Carina, the keel of the ship. Now, if it's 16 to 19 degrees of Cancer, your natal asteroid aura will be conjunct one of my favorite points in the sky, the intergalactic wanderer in the Lynx constellation. Really cool. I'm going to be doing an upcoming Lynx webinar about all about that star system. So 20 to 21 degrees Cancer, your natal asteroid aura would then be conjunct Castor and Pollux. 22 to 23 would be, I'm sorry, Castor and Gemini. 22 to 23 would be Pollux and Gemini. Those are the twins. 24 to 25 degrees of Cancer would be more in alignment with Procyon. 26 to 27 degrees of Cancer, your natal asteroid aura will be conjunct Alshiakat, if I can ever say that correct, another star. This is the main star in the Lynx constellation. And then those very end degrees of Cancer, 28 to 29, will be conjunct Alpha Monocerai, another Monoceros aura. So with some of those, you're going to have slightly different frequencies, slightly different colors connected to those auras. All right, next up we have Leo. If your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Leo, when your aura is in a healthy place, you generally have a very warm, alluring, creative aura that can attract a lot of attention. And you even have the potential to become famous. There's usually a lot of golds and yellows. It's almost like the sun, right? Like it shines a light really bright. And so for Leo natal asteroid auras, clearing your aura with play-based activities that honor your inner child are really going to benefit you. Doing something fun, silly, playful, hobbies, things of that nature. And then we want to look and see for natal asteroid aura in Leo people, what fixed stars are conjunct your Leo aura. Now, if it's around 0 to 2 degrees, it's going to be Ursa Minor, the little bear constellation. 3 to 5 degrees is also going to be Monoceros, the unicorn. 6 degrees is going to be the UFO galaxy, another one of my favorite points in the sky, conjunct the Lynx constellation. 7 degrees of Leo is Praesepe, the beehive cluster. 8 to 9 degrees is 55 Cancri or Rho Cancri, the diamond planet. So you might have a lot of diamond light codes in your auric field. Let me know if that's one that's conjunct your natal aura. It's super cool. 10 to 11 degrees of Leo is going to be Alpha Lynx in the Lynx constellation. 13, roughly like 12 to 21 degrees Leo is Ursa Major, the big bear. So you might be very connected to Leah Kish and that starseed group. 22 to 24 degrees of Leo is Draco the dragon. You have a dragon aura, baby. I love that. 25 to 26 degrees of Leo, if that's your natal asteroid aura, that means it's conjunct Alpha Pixis and Argo the ship. We just had one of the eclipses that was conjunct Argo the ship. So that would have mean that your aura was very activated during the spring eclipse season of 2025. Then 27 to 28 degrees in Leo, if that's your natal asteroid aura placement, this means your aura is conjunct Alpha Hydra, and Hydra, the water snake. Now, Hydra starseeds, I've done a whole big video on them. You can find that on my YouTube. Very alluring auras, very magnetic, very sexy even. So let me know if that's you. You have a sexy aura. 29 degrees of Leo is Regulus, the royal star, the heart of the lion. So really beautiful heart-centered energy if that is your natal asteroid aura placement. Okay. Next up, we have the Virgo aura. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Virgo, you generally, when your aura is healthy, are going to have beautiful healing frequencies in your energy field that can both be grounded and a little anxious at times. So you do really well working with the violet and the white flame for energy clearing, visualizing and running that through your energy field, even saying that aloud. Then we want to look and see for natal asteroid aura in Virgo, what are the fixed stars that are conjunct your natal aura? About 0 degrees is going to be Regulus, the heart of the lion, one of those royal stars. 1 degree is going to be Ursa Major. 2 degrees will be one of the stars in Hydra. 5 to 7 degrees is going to be the main star in Draco the dragon, Thuban or Alpha Draconus. Now, this star has, I think some controversy connected to it, but very connected to the guardian angelics, the seraphim angelics, as well as the original dragon elementals. 8 to 13 degrees of Virgo, if that's your natal asteroid aura placement, this is going to be conjunct some of the stars of Ursa Major. 14 to 17 degrees, also conjunct Ursa Major. 18 degrees, we get a little more closer to Canis Venatici, the hunting dogs. And then 23 degrees will be Alkes, Alpha Craters in the crater constellation. 24 to 25 degrees of Virgo is going to be Cor Corelli, another star in Canis Venatici. 26 degrees will be conjunct Crater constellation. 27, 28 is going to be Ursa Major, and 29 degrees will be one of the stars in Argo, the ship. We have an upcoming eclipse that'll be aligned with that in the fall of 2025. All right, next up, we have a natal asteroid aura in Libra. So if this is your natal asteroid aura placement, you usually, when your aura is healthy, have a flair for style, artistic endeavors. Your aura tends to be really full of grace and charm, but you need alone time to really sense into your energy rather than the energy of others. This is a very social aura that can actually get lit up a lot by other people's energy field, but can be susceptible to absorbing other people's energies, the people pleasing effect a little bit here. So really important that if this is your natal asteroid aura placement in Libra, that you do take a little time throughout your day or your week to just unplug, pull your energy back, really sense into like, what does my energy feel like when I'm by myself? So you know what your energy feels like when it's clear and sovereign. And then we want to look up what fixed stars are conjunct your natal asteroid aura. So 0 to 2 degrees of Libra is going to be the super galactic center, M87 or Virgo A. This means that your aura is probably incredibly magnetic. You really probably pull people into your energy field a lot. So even more important when you have black holes conjunct your aura, to make sure that you are shielding and protecting your energy and that you're really intentional about who and what you interact with, because people are just so magnetized to you. And then 3 to 4 degrees of Libra is going to be your natal asteroid aura will be conjunct Draco the dragon. 5 to 10 degrees of Libra, it's actually going to be conjunct Virgo the healer. The fixed stars have moved about, right, a whole sign the last 2,000 years. That's why. 11 to 13 degrees of Libra, your natal asteroid aura will be conjunct some of the stars of Corvus, the crow. So you might have a really interesting aura that is, I don't want to say like darker. Darker isn't bad, but it's more mysterious, right? It's very connected to these liminal spaces, the Bardo spaces. You might even have sometimes things floating around in your auric field that aren't always bad, but are sometimes like spirit guides, animal guides, power animals, totems. If you do any type of healing work, you really want to be, mindful to clear things off that are not in alignment for you. 14 degrees of Libra, if that's your natal asteroid aura, you're very connected to the Sombrero galaxy and the mantis beings. Your aura might even have kind of like a chameleon effect where it changes colors. 15 to 16 degrees of Libra, that would mean your natal asteroid aura is more aligned with one of the stars of Draco the dragon. 17 degrees of Libra will be one of the stars of Corvus the crow. 18 to 21 degrees, it's going to be conjunct the Bootes constellation where Arcturus is. 22 degrees of Libra will be the Carina Keyhole Nebula. I love it when I see nebulas aligned with the aura. It can mean that your aura is sometimes very nebulous, that it's a little dispersed sometimes, or sometimes that it's a little harder to see into the energy. So when you have nebulas conjunct the aura, you definitely want to do regular energy clearing and shielding. Okay, 23 to 24 degrees, around there. It's going to be both conjunct Spica and Arcturus. They're very close together by degree, so you might have a mix of both of these frequencies in your aura. And then 27 to 29 degrees is conjunct the Southern Pleiades star cluster. All right, next up we have the Scorpio aura. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Scorpio in the tropical zodiac, you may attract others magnetically. And you might come across as very mysterious, especially with certain fixed star alignments. So clearing your aura with deep shadow work or other occult practices like astrology and tarot speak the most to you. So let's see, what are the fixed stars aligned with your Scorpio aura? About 0 to 3 degrees is going to be the Shapely Attractor, which isn't necessarily a black hole. It's a cosmic anomaly that's even a bigger force pulling thousands of points, star systems, galaxies, etc., all to it, even more strongly than the Great Attractor. So again, you might have a really magnetic aura where you're pulling things to you. You want to be really mindful of your intentions around what you're interacting with, who you're interacting with, for how long you're interacting, because sometimes we can pull things in that are not for our highest good, right? Okay, 4 to 8 degrees of Scorpio, if that's your natal asteroid placement, this is conjunct the Crux constellation. 9 to 14 degrees would be Corona Borealis, the northern crown. 15 to 18 degrees of Scorpio is conjunct Noctua, the owl. I did a deep dive into this star system, which is one of the lost constellations. Really cool. If that's your natal aura, I definitely recommend you go watch the Noctua Starseed webinar. 19 degrees of Scorpio is conjunct one of the stars of Serpens. Again, a very alluring aura there. Sorry, we have a little typo there. Ignore that. 20 degrees Scorpio, we go back to Noctua, the owl. 21 to 22 degrees of Scorpio is Serpens, the serpent that Ophiuchus is holding. Really powerful point for your natal aura to be. 23 degrees is going to be conjunct the main star and Alpha Lupus, the wolf. 24 degrees will be Agena or Hadar, Beta Centauri, the Hadarians. Really beautiful, soft auras there. Actually, a little bit of an outlier here for Scorpio auras. 27 to 28 will be Lupus the wolf, and then 29 will be Alpha Centauri. So let me know if you have a Scorpio aura. What is your fixed star that it's aligned with? Next up, we have Sagittarius, natal asteroid aura. So you generally exude a love of life, have an adventurous aura. You might even be prone to picking up energy attachments if you're traveling a lot. So it's great to practice visualization techniques to clear your energy that you can do on the go. Okay. If you're, a citizen of the world. So what are the fixed stars that are conjunct your natal asteroid aura if it's in the sign of Sagittarius? 0 to 2 degrees will be Lupus the wolf, very prophetic stars there. 2 to 6 degrees will be Ophiuchus, the healer. Some radiant healing frequencies in your aura with Ophiuchus. 7 to 8 degrees will be other stars of Lupus the wolf. 9 to 10 will be one of the royal stars on Taurus, the heart of the scorpion. 11 to 12 degrees will be some of the stars of Draco the dragon. Now, 13 to 15 degrees of Sagittarius means your natal asteroid aura is conjunct the Great Attractor, similar to the Shapely Attractor and the Supergalactic Center. Very magnetic aura. Really can pull things into you. When you're in alignment, when you have some of those in the chart, you can manifest things instantly. So again, just really mindful to be clear on your intentions, doing regular energy clearings, attracting things you actually want, not what you don't want. 16 to 20 degrees will be stars of Ophiuchus, that radiant healing frequency in the aura. 21 degrees will be Atria in the Triangulum constellation. 22 degrees would mean your natal asteroid aura in Sagittarius is conjunct Ophiuchus's third eye. Very, very psychic aura for that placement. 24 degrees will be in alignment with one of the stars in Serpens. And then roughly 25 to 29 degrees of Sagittarius will be the galactic center, the Milky Way's black hole. So Sagittarius auras definitely are going to have a lot of magnetism to them, but in a very different, almost, I want to say slightly more healing, lighter way than like a Scorpio aura or a Libra aura. All right, next up, we have the Capricorn aura. So if this is your natal asteroid aura placement in the sign of Capricorn, you're generally going to project a really earthy, sensual type of energy. You come across as someone others could turn to in times of crisis. You're like a rock, right? Like you're very dependable, very reliable. Your energy field radiates that. Even if you don't have other Capricorn placements, this is your natal asteroid aura. So you generally have a clear authority that you can tap into to effectively clear your energy field and the auras of other. Your aura clearing or your energy clearing might even look almost like a legal contract, right? Like a legal kind of legalese in a sense. But it's just that you're very methodical in how you're doing your energy clearing. And that works quite well for Capricorn auras. So let's see, what are the fixed stars that are conjunct your natal asteroid aura if it's in the sign of Capricorn? About 0 degrees Capricorn would be Sinistra and Ophiuchus. 1 to 9 degrees of Capricorn will be Pavo, the peacock aura, which means you're going to have a bunch of different frequencies as well as colors in that auric field. 10 to 16 degrees of Capricorn will be conjunct the Lyra constellation, as well as fixed star Vega. 17 degrees, we go back to Pavo the peacock. 18 degrees, Aquila the eagle. 19 to 20 degrees could mean that your natal asteroid aura is conjunct the Ring Nebula in the Lyra constellation. 21 to 22 degrees, another star in Lyra. 23 degrees, Aquila the eagle. 24 degrees, Capricorn, the main star in Pavo the peacock. 25 to 27 degrees, Aquila, and then 28 degrees to 29 degrees of Capricorn would be Pavo, the peacock. There's a good chance that you have one of the avian families conjunct your aura with Capricorn and Aquarius, as you're going to see. So let me know where your natal asteroid auras are conjunct those fixed stars. All right, Aquarius aura. So if this is your natal asteroid aura placement in the sign of Aquarius, you're generally going to come across your energy as very intelligent, friendly, social, quirky, kind of eccentric, weird in a good way. And your aura sometimes has an electric spark in it. So you can be prone to astral implants and galactic attachments. So it's really important to be sure you clear your energy field with electric plasma energy from your home star. So what are those fixed stars that are conjunct your natal asteroid aura? Well, about 0 degrees of Aquarius in the tropical system is Alid Far, Eta, Lyra. 1 degrees of Aquarius, we have a couple stars. So you're probably going to have both of these stars conjunct. If it's anywhere from like 1 to 2 degrees Aquarius, it's Tarzed and Aquila the eagle and Albearo and Cygnus the swan. So you have both of those avian star families aligned with your aura. 2 to 5 degrees is going to be Altair and Aquila the eagle. 6 to 13 degrees will be Tucana the toucan. 14 to 15 degrees Aquarius, Cygnus the swan. Around 16 degrees is going to be the main star in the crane, Grus constellation. 17 to 18 degrees Aquarius, we get that Cygnus A black hole. That's the first black hole that was ever discovered. Another really magnetic point that draws energy to you. 19 to 22 degrees Aquarius will be Tucana, the toucan, and 23 to 28 degrees will be Cygnus, the swan. Now, if you're at that final degree of Aquarius for your natal asteroid aura, that means your natal asteroid aura is conjunct the Great Pegasus cluster. And I love that for you. Very connected to Pegasus energy. All right, last but certainly not least, we have the Pisces aura. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the sign of Pisces, that means you generally, when your aura is clear, free, healthy, you're going to have very compassionate, kind, gentle, and mystical energy to your energy field. You can really see or feel other people's energies too. Since you're so empathic, it's really important that you clear your energy field regularly with meditation, energy alchemy, or whatever your preferred style of work is. I feel like Pisces does well with any of them, with all of them. And then we want to see what are the fixed stars that are conjunct your natal asteroid aura. Around 1 degrees is going to be the Helix Nebula, the Eye of God Nebula. 2 degrees will be Anif and Pegasus. 3 to 4 degrees will be the 4th royal star, Fomalhaut, in Pisces Austrinus, the lower fish beneath Pisces constellation. About 5 degrees is going to be Alpha Cygni and Cygnus the swan. 6 to 11 degrees of Pisces will be Pegasus. 12 degrees Pisces will be Alpha Hydrus, the head of the male water snake, who's the male water snake counterpart to Hydra. 13 to 15 degrees Pisces will be the Phoenix constellation. 16 to 22 degrees of Pisces for your natal asteroid aura will be aligned with the stars of Pegasus. 23 to 24 degrees of Pisces would mean your natal asteroid aura is aligned or conjunct to Zeta Reticuli. So very important that you work to clear any negative distortions out of the energy field, as you're more susceptible to galactic interference that way, negative galactic interference. 25 to 26 degrees of Pisces will be Pegasus. 27 to 28 degrees Pisces, Cygnus the swan. And last but certainly not least, 29 degrees of Pisces will be one of the main stars in the Pegasus constellation. So let me know in the comments, what is the fixed star that's conjunct your natal asteroid aura? That can tell you a lot about your energy field. And then we want to look to where the house placement is. That's also going to give us more information. So natal asteroid aura in the houses. So the houses in the chart represent different areas of our life. And the house placement of your natal asteroid aura will show you what area of your life your energy radiates the most and where you're more prone to energy attachments and may need to protect your energy field a little more. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the first house, this is the self. This is the physical body. This is your persona. So your natal asteroid aura really does well when you're honoring yourself, when you're practicing self-care, when you're connecting and grounding into your body too, because the aura is an extension of your body. It's not, we think of it sometimes as like this separate thing from our body. Here's our body, and then there's the aura, the energy field. They're intertwined, they're connected, and there's many layers, right, of the energy field too. If your natal asteroid aura is in the second house, this is all about your personal values, your finances, and your possessions. So it's important with that natal asteroid aura placement that you are taking action in alignment with those core values, that you're feeling for the most part okay about your finances, your budgeting, your spending. Physical objects too are something that can really help you to clear your energy. They're also something that you can pick up negative energy from. So be like a little cautious if your second house natal asteroid aura is there of like antiquing or buying like secondhand goods. You can buy that stuff, just clear it, shield it before you're really wearing it, touching it, or bringing it into your home. Third house natal asteroid aura. This is all about siblings, neighbors, short distance travel. This is kind of where your energy radiates. You might really feel like, I don't know, you might really feel like really clear, free, and alive when you're around a sibling that you get along with. You could also be picking up negative energy from a sibling, a neighbor. Short distance travel is something that really sparks your energy field alive. So something you might want to do regularly. Even going somewhere regionally, just like a day, half day trip, an hour away, a half hour away, somewhere where you can get connected to nature to clear your energy or shift your energy is something that is going to be really helpful for you with the third house, natal asteroid aura. Now, if your natal asteroid aura is in the fourth house, this is your energy field is very connected to your home, your parents, your ancestors. You might have ancestral guides that are really going to be helpful in connecting with to shield and clear your home, do any ancestral healing or intergenerational trauma healing. And those can also be things that you are holding onto or lingering in your energy field that at some point may not be the best for you. So it's good to do regular energy clearings of not just your auric field, but your home and the energy field around your home with that fourth house placement. So natal asteroid aura in the fifth house, this is very connected to children as well as your inner child. Hobbies, dating comes up here as well, fun, play. This is a more benevolent one of the houses. And so, with your natal asteroid aura here, you might really feel like your energy radiates the best, is the healthiest when you are playing with your children, right? Or when you are honoring your inner child, or maybe you even work with children. Now, kids have a bit of a lighter energy to their energy field, I would say in general, but they're not free and clear of attachments. Sometimes they have stuff that comes through their energy fields too. So working with connecting with hobbies, with play, something you might really find is helpful for aligning your energy field, freeing and clearing your energy field. You want to be mindful of dating here with this natal asteroid aura placement and making sure that, you're interacting with people that uplift your energy, that aren't pulling or siphoning your energy. Now, with sixth house natal asteroid aura, this is all about your daily work routines, your daily health routines, coworkers, and just health in general. So, really good to have a daily energy clearing and shielding routine where you're connecting with your energy field, you're clearing it, you're filling it up with beautiful radiant frequencies, you're removing any attachments, you're making sure it's sealed up, you don't have any leaks or holes in that energy field, and to be really mindful of how you're interacting with coworkers, your day-to-day routines as well for health. I would say with the sixth house Natal Asteroid Aura 2, food is a really important one. The types of foods that you're eating can really throw your energy field off. I think about this all the time when you get like to-go food from somewhere. Now, if the person preparing your food loves their job, wow, that's soul food. That's going to nourish you, right? If it's homemade, made with good ingredients. If you're like going through a drive-through and like they hate their job, it's some microwaved franken food, who knows what, that's really going to distort your energy field. So with 6th house natal asteroid aura, more than some of the other placements, be really mindful of the types of foods that you're ingesting, because that does impact your energy field. 7th house natal asteroid aura, if that is where your natal asteroid aura falls, in the house of partnerships, marriage, business, and soul contracts, really helpful to feel like more aligned with your energy when you're connecting with your spouse, especially if you guys are in a good place, have a good relationship, or other business relationships too, that really light up your energy. And it's also important to be mindful of clearing soul contracts, or really making sure that you're clearing attachments to other contracts that no longer serve you, as well as rewriting them. They need a freshen up or an upgrade, right? As we do with contracts from time to time. Next up, we have natal asteroid aura in the 8th house. So this is all about your psyche, your mental health, trauma, death, rebirth, sex. So really important with this natal placement that you are working on healing any trauma that's come up for you. That could be current lifetime, that could be past or parallel lifetime. You have an uncanny ability with that natal asteroid aura placement to reinvent yourself, to rebirth your energy field, quite literally, to really do deep clearing of the energy field. That is a beautiful gift that doesn't come without challenges. So make sure you're doing that regularly, but also not overdoing it. Right? Because I feel like we can sometimes become almost addicted to the healing. The healing can become your identity. The healing isn't your identity. It's something we're interacting with. You still need to go out and live your life. With 8th house natal asteroid aura, we want to be mindful too that there's a balance of depth, of deep stuff that you're interfacing with, and sometimes a little lighter hearted stuff too. So you're, again, not getting burnt out on like deep shadow work, deep energy clearing every day. That's too much for our systems. Once a week, maybe more if there's a big problem, but generally I recommend once a week is good. All right, 9th house asteroid, natal asteroid aura in the 9th house. This is connected to higher education, your beliefs, long distance travel. So with this placement, these are things that can really enliven your aura, but also want to be mindful of when you are traveling, especially long distance. We can pick up gunk, astral sludge, all kinds of other gunk in our auric field. So really good to have some on the go shielding and clearing practices you can do. Visualization is a great one. And also important here with this one, your beliefs. Sometimes energy attachments can be beliefs. Sometimes the things that get hooked into our energy field, or energy distortions in our energy field, our auric field, are beliefs with survival instincts. So it's a wonderful practice to intermittently, lovingly question or challenge your beliefs. Not in a tower moment, I need to unravel my whole belief system way, but like, yeah, I do believe that. Why do I believe that? Where did that come from? Does that serve me anymore? I can choose to reframe it. I can choose to rewrite it. I can choose to let it go. 9th house placements, great to not be married to any belief system, right? Beliefs are just thoughts we tell ourselves many times. All right, next up, natal asteroid aura in the 10th house. This is all about your legacy, your public reputation, your success. This is where your energy field lights up. This is also where you need to be mindful of clearing and shielding, so you are leaving behind the legacy that you want, so that you are attracting to you the success you want, and so that you are able to present yourself as you truly are on the public stage. 11th house, natal asteroid aura. For this placement, this is all about your social circle, friends, the internet, and social media. These are places where you really come alive, where you light up. It's also places where you can be more prone to entity or energy distortions and attachments. So regular clearing and shielding after you've done a lot of social interacting, regular clearing and shielding of your internet, social media, even like the Wi-Fi box, which is one I realized lately. I'm like, I'm not shielding and clearing that thing. where it all starts, right? Great to shield and clear your energy pages. If you have a YouTube page, your social media platforms and pages, the apps on your phone, the devices you use, technology in general, the Wi-Fi router. Sometimes I do that when I see those towers out in the world. So I just look like energy clearing and shielding of those big boys. That was really going to serve you to keep your energy and your auric field healthy. Next up, we have Natal Asteroid Aura in the 12th house. So this is the house of hidden enemies. Okay. This is the house of past lives. Big past life stuff comes up here. And the astral plane, our literal dreams, rest, respite, the house of self undoing as well. So if your natal asteroid aura is in the 12th house, there sometimes can be hidden or distorted energies in your field. So really good to do some clearing of glamour distortions, any filters, overlays, hooks, implants, cords, astral sludge, black goo, etc., that can be clogging up your third eye, that can be preventing you from clearly and accurately seeing what's going on in your energy field and the energy field of others. You can actually do a lot of deep healing of your energy while you're sleeping. So I kind of love that for natal asteroid aura in the 12th house. But again, you also want to make sure you're just clearing and shielding before you go to bed. Just a quick little clear and shield invocation does the job. So there you guys have it. We have all the natal asteroid aura placements in the 12 houses. Let me know where your natal asteroid aura is. All right. So that's my presentation here on Asteroid Aura. And if you guys want to learn more about Starseed Auras, I highly recommend you check out my Starseed Auras Masterclass. This was a big hit. I've actually had over 100 people sign up and attend this class. So you can sign up and get the replay. I'm going to link it here. I cover extensively 44 different of the main starseed galactic groups, their aura, their auric fields, what the energy is like, the different colors, how to read auras, not just visually, but also with your other senses. And then we also do a guided energy clearing, auric field clearing to help you really move out any distortions in your energy field and align more with the frequency of abundance. So there's a lot of really great stuff you get in that Starseed Auras Masterclass. So please check it out if you guys are interested. And let me know if you have any questions about this, any requests for my next Asteroid Astrology video. I have a bunch coming out this month and next month. So thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you galaxies of love and gratitude and keeping that aura healthy and clear. You will be so amazed at how much it helps you to do just simple basic daily energy hygiene. I'm talking like 3 to 5 minutes, you guys. You could do that while you're on the can if you need to, or going to the bathroom, right? Or while you're zoning off on that lunch break or something. But really just try. I really, really want to encourage you guys to really try to be consistent about doing it, because it really can be life-changing. Like, I'm not even underselling this here at all. Like, it really could be life-changing so much just by learning how to do these skills for yourself. You do not need to go see an energy healer every month, every week, keep paying people to clear your energy field for you. You need to learn how to clear it yourself, because there's things that you're going to be able to see that no one else will be able to see. It's your energy field, right? There's things you're going to feel in your body no one else can feel. It's the same for your energy field. So check out that Starseed Auras Masterclass, and please let me know if you guys have questions. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.